All right, so before the last video ended, I just wanted to let you know that the last answer was 32. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at number 4. All right, Hunter spent two-thirds of his money on a video game before spending half of his remaining money on lunch. If this lunch cost $10, how much money did he have at first? All right, so the first thing we want to do is annotate. We want to annotate if his lunch cost $10. We want to underline how much money did he have at first. And we want to box up, he spent two-thirds of his money based on video games. Now, majority of you will probably write this as two-thirds divided by 10, but in all actuality, it is 10 divided by two-thirds. The reason is because two-thirds is what we trying to figure out how much money did he have. We know that two-thirds of his money is $10. All right. So we want to write $10 over 1 because that is my total. That's what we know that he have right now. That's what we know. Divided by two-thirds. Since we're dividing fractions, we want to keep change flip. So we want to keep the first one, 10 over 1, change the sign to multiplication, and flip it to 3 over 2. All right. We want to make sure that we can simplify. All right. So we want to look at A and D. I see that my greatest common factor is 2 because 2 goes into 2 one time and 2 goes into 10 5 times. All right. I look at my B and my C. I see that they are already simplified, so there's no reason to do so. So now I want to rewrite my problem as 5 over 1 times 3 over 1. All right. And simply multiply. 5 times 3 gives me 15. 1 times 1 gives me 1. So the answer is 15. All right. Good job. All right. So in this one, it says a student surveyed about their favorite colors. 1/4 of the students preferred red. 1/8 of the students preferred blue. 3/5 of the students remaining preferred green. If 15 students preferred green, how many students were surveyed? So a lot of steps here. So the first thing you want to do is add these two, right? We want to add 1/4 plus 1/8. But we can't do that because 1/4 has an unlike term. All right. So we have to get it to the same like term. All right. So we have to multiply 1/4 times 2 because we want the denominators to be the same. So we want to do 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. So now we can add 2 8s plus 1 8, which give us 3 8s. All right. So now that we have 3 8s, we know that 3 8s of the students like red and blue. Red and blue. All right. So now we want to take 3 8s and all right. So now we just want to take, we know that there's 3/5 of the students remaining, but we want to know how many students were total surveyed. All right. So we use the 1/4, use the 1/8. So now we want to take the 15 students, total, who preferred green. So we want to do 15 over 1 divided by 3 8, right? Equal, keep, change, flip. Want to keep the first one, change the sign, flip the second one. So this would be 15 over 1 times 8 over 3. All right. Now we just want to simply simplify. We want to look at our A and our D. We know our greatest common factor here is 3. Cross out the 3, make it a 1. Cross out the 15, make it a 5 because 3 going to 15 5 times. Look at my B and my C. They are already simplified, so I can just rewrite the problem. So this will be 5 over 1 times 8 over 1. And 5 times 8 is 40. 1 times 1 is 1. So my answer is 40 surveyed. And that's how you do that.